Got one thumbs up. Hey, what's happening? Corey, Willie the Coin Viking. That's an awesome name. I like that. Hey, Thomas, Jonathan. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm trying to get set up so that way I could. Whoops. Hey, Angie, Indian headsets, great collects. Now I have everything on my laptop so I can actually see all of the comments come in. It'd be easier too. I'm using my secondary account, by the way. It's called Lego Dream Builds. It's my daughter's account. Hey, Mike, which coin were you referring to? Hi, Maria. What's up, Sean Banks? Tim Lange. Thank you, Thomas Cavanis. Bay State Searcher. How you doing, brother? Hey, that's right, Scott. I'm all over the place. Jonathan, I announced the winner through a little message earlier today, a few hours ago. Yeah, it's on there. I could actually bring up the name of that individual that won that. So give me 1 second here. All right, so it's Jack Bowen is the individual that won the 85-0 Morgan. Cool, Scott. You got it, man. Yeah, that's going to be a late nighter tonight. Chuck, well, you have a couple different options. Now, are you talking about eBay or some of those other auction sites like Heritage, Great Collections, Stacks Bowers? Hey, Coin Collectibles. Sean Banks, stay tuned, brother. I have a huge giveaway for tax time. All right, you guys know I'm giving away 5 2019 Silver Eagles. That'll be at the end of this month, but I have a huge announcement for this weekend to try and get me to 100,000 subs. It's going to be big. Yeah, everybody's going to want to participate. Hey, Evan, your NIFC $50. What I would do is look on eBay and see how much they're selling for on the bulk level. They're not really selling too much over face, but here, as a matter of fact, see? I found 2 rolls of $50 along with some other penny rolls that I'm going to do probably tomorrow. Yeah, you got it, Leo, now. Chuck, on eBay, do you have an account set up already? And by the way, on eBay, you don't have to open up a physical store, but the max amount of listings you could do on there is 50. Anything above and beyond that, they're going to make you open a store, which there is a monthly fee. And then if you sell, like, I think over 5 grand in total sales in a calendar year, they actually send you a tax form. So you have to do taxes on it. John Miller, other than Philippines and Liberian, They have struck Canadian coins. They've also done, geez, what is it? I mean, they've done a number of coins in the Caribbean. I think they've done a little bit of Australian during the Second World War, so the 1940s, pre-46. Hey, Joseph Travis, did you have any luck getting some half dollars? None of the banks I deal with, they will not order me a box of half dollars. That's probably why I'm the only cat on YouTube that doesn't do half dollar box breaks, which is sad. It's unfortunate. Although I got lucky and got 2 rolls. I'm not exactly, expecting a whole lot out of it, but we're gonna make the most of it. I'm actually gonna do a Lincoln Cent search under the microscope and those half dollars. Got to go to a credit union? Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, that stinks, Angie. Hey, Justin, Casey. Oh, cool. You got 4 40%ers. That's not bad. Did the teller just give you 4 coins, or did she give you a number of them? Oh, arigato. Okay. She doesn't recognize me. I'm not a household name yet. I'm not there yet. She lives in Minden. I mean, I haven't lived out there since 2001. It's been a while. And I only went to high school there for 2.5 years. Hey, Tim. Yeah, I'm going to check on that. I'm actually going to be working on emails tonight. My wife has so graciously accepted the job position to look after social media and my emails. So she's going to help me out with that. Yeah, that's the thing about gas stations. You see all sorts of stuff roll through there. Hey, Jason Miller. Cowgirl. Howdy, partner. From Wyoming. Glad you're in the house. Oh, Mike Badger. I search dimes all the time, man. I find 90% dimes pretty well in those. Believe it or not, I've had really good success finding 90% silver dimes out of small quantities. Like I would buy like $100 face or $200 and not a full box. And I always end up getting like 1, 2, or 3 silver dimes. Hey, John, I tried that. The 2 Walmarts that are closest to me, they don't keep coin like that. Only participating Walmarts keep actual coin rolls. So I'm not that I'm stuck or anything. I have a ton of LCSs in the Sacramento area, and not to mention the other half a dozen or so in San Francisco, the Bay Area. Michigan quarter, Michigan mud digger, like the state quarter. Charlie Tankersley, who wants to get a buzz? It is Friday night. A few people might take you up on that offer. Canadian silver dimes are 80% silver. They're worth about, I don't know, 20 cents less than the US variant, which are 90%. So right now I was just looking. Silver went up 33 cents today compared to the last few months. That's a pretty nice chunky rise in silver. But yeah, you're looking at about 80, 90 cents spot for Canadian. Matthew Penn, that's a good question. Hey, Wendell, so when you flip the coin over, does it stay right side up? They call that a coin alignment. If you spin it north-south like this, They call that metal alignment. So the US coins are supposed to be coin turn. So they flip like this and not this way. Oh, 90 cents piece. Yeah. Matthew, I don't know how I got that name. Well, I can kind of tell you, I was always fond of the Blue Ridge mountain chain when we lived back east. So Blue Ridge just seemed kind of natural. And Silverhound, I love silver, and who doesn't? And Hound was just something that just came up. I don't know. It just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Hey Scott, how you doing, man? Long time no see. How you been? How's your week? Rhonda? James, it sounds like you have a struck through grease error. So if you're missing certain design elements, or you're missing some some of the letters and some of the like the motto and the words and liberty and all of that, that sounds like a strike through. Those things have been selling pretty good. Check out eBay. People are buying greaser coins. I have a few of them actually that I want to sell. I could probably make like maybe $5 to $15 on a few of them. Oh, Joseph, good job, man. Good job. Justin, 40 Ikes. Hey, guess what? I got one too. I got this today. It's a 72. I haven't checked to see if it's the type 1 or type 2 or type 3. But yeah, if you got it for face, that's a good deal. People are paying like $2-3 a pop. I know a guy locally that sells them at the flea market for $2.50 a piece. People like the big chunky size of them, you know, even though they're not silver, they kind of makes them, you know, nostalgic because of peace and Morgan dollars. Mr. Roboto. Oh, you guys get coin rolls there in Japan? Yeah, I can imagine. 63 quarter, Tim. Good job, man. Silver quarters are so tough. With the watered down state quarter and America the Beautiful quarters, it's hard as it's like hen's teeth. It's hard, tough. Wade, thank you. I've come out of my boring shell recently, as you can tell, and being able to, you know, kind of, you know, show the face that runs the place. Where did you guys hear that from? It helps. Greg, congratulations. Yeah, Mad Coins, misaligned eyes are really cool. I love them. Oh, Cowgirl, I'm so sorry. Sorry to hear about your loss. Seems like we've been losing a lot of people lately. You know, movie stars. Just, it's been crazy. And I hate to sound cliche, but life really is fleeting. You know, I'm in my 40s and I think about it every day because I have a 6-year-old and a 17-year-old. So it's like, man, I got to make the best of what I can while I'm still around. You know, I'm no spring chicken anymore. Hey, Sheila. My favorite. Sheila. Coin roll hunter. Ooh, good job, man. There are 2 guys in my town that religiously check all the coin stars. I don't have time in my in my busy schedule to babysit any coin star in any Walmart, Safeway. Uh, I'm glad you found something. Good job, Matthew. You got the tax for free. Sir Des Cartes, yes. I found a number of them. I actually have probably about 50 or 60 of them that's on standby before I send them out to like NGC. I I don't know. I have other coins in the pipeline that's going to go to the graders before that. Not anything modern. It's a lot of older stuff, varieties that I want attributed in a slab. So I don't know. It might happen. Who knows? You're welcome, Greg. Appreciate it, sir. Why don't I have super chat? I don't know. You think it would be worth it? I don't want to take your guys' money. I mean, I shovel down 4 or 5 ads in my videos as it is. I mean, that's the best way you're paying me back. Doesn't a super chat just bring you like to the very top of the chat as it's going? I thought about it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's a good way to make money. But if I make $10 out of a live feed, yeah, I don't want to take that from you guys. Hey, Maria. So you got a 96 quarter with a gold tone? Is it gold plated or is it just like a gold like toning? And it said cash? Yeah, I know, Patrick. Yeah, they cannot specify that they need new coins. They just specify we need to order $1,000 in nickels, and it's whatever they get. The best banks that have the opportunity to get the brand new coins are the ones that do a lot of merchant services. I actually found this out probably about 6 months ago. So like your Bank of Americas of the world, Chase, maybe Wells Fargo, some of those big, TD Bank, I guess, does a lot of merchant services. Check out with those guys and see if what they have. It doesn't hurt to ask. That's what I do. Yeah, Mr. Roboto. Yeah. Hey, Donna. Thank you. Thank you for the great comment. Thanks, Sheila. I try. Yeah, they not only the super chat, but some guys do Patreon. Have you guys heard about that? Where you pay like a monthly subscription, and then the YouTubers promise you like, oh, we're gonna do exclusive this and that. I don't like doing that either. I was like, hey, can I just put 2 or 3 ads on the videos, and then you guys could just watch right through them? They're harmless, sort of. Yeah, James sounds like another greaser. The greaser won't completely eliminate all of the devices. Cowgirl, you're waiting for them to come up in circulation? I don't know if that's going to happen, but they are going to have a business strike coin that they're going to have in the new mint sets. So, you want to send me a super chat? No, just go back to one of my like long videos and just let it run. Let it run like 10 times in a row. That's that's a good super chat. No, I can't encourage you to do that. It's probably frowned upon. Hey, Curtis. So you found a new Discovery 2001 Denver Mint Jefferson nickel. It's in pristine condition, copper plated. So you want to be careful because people do the garage plating on coins. Those coins are not intended to be that, not from the mint or otherwise. Now, if you have a coin and then the nickel plating is completely missing, now on the nickels they're like almost a completely 100% nickel composition. So you want to be extra careful. I don't want you to waste money sending that to a grader. Oh, thanks, Althea. Thank you for the great comment. Much appreciative. Hey, Gavin, why don't you send me an email, buddy? BlueRidgeSilverHound@gmail.com. Go ahead and shoot me a photo if you can. I don't know what kind of camera or what kind of like device you have for a smartphone. But if you have like one of the like nicer Droids or iPhones, they take really crisp photos. Just make sure your lighting's good, not too bright, you know. Yeah, on a few of the videos, like the 20, 30, 40 minute videos, I do run like an ad every 10 minutes. You know, I can't believe I've gone so long with just doing one ad, but it seems kind of, I don't know. I don't want to be too needy with that. $15th roll, Tim. You have 5 weeds, all 40s. That's not bad. Oh, but yeah, that other roll of silver dimes I'm gonna go through. Plus, I bought more quarters and dimes that I'll do on a microscope video. Probably do it tomorrow. Roadrunner, me beep. Yeah, Matthew, I ordered one of those proof sets too, but I did the low and slow shipping option, so I'll see it in like 10 days. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm not gonna grade it or anything. I just wanted a set. I actually bought a couple sets. Oh, I know, Curtis. Yeah. There's only one of me. That's why my wife is going to help me with all of the messaging and social media part of it. Hey, John Starr. That sounds like a very beautiful coin. If it's very fine. Now, is it a little bit, is there any porosity, like it's been in the ground any? Or is it like smooth, like nice chocolate surfaces? Hey, Angel. Or is it, no, Angel Blessing? It's not Angel. Angel Blessing. Blessings to you as well. Hey, William Valentine. About time, man. Been waiting for you. I do have the dime itch. Ever since I found that 64 double die reverse and sold it for 80 bucks. Oh, I need more. I need me more of that. Hey, thanks, crypto. Doing what I can. Yeah, I just hit the 900 video mark. I'm probably like at 910 already. James, it depends on the severity of the cracks and the die breaks and stuff. Some of them with like minor little cracks aren't selling for much at all. Unless you could get it on cuds on coins, you know, if you're lucky. Hey, Dwayne. Maria, it sounds like you have something that's it's called a struck through grease error. Usually it'll affect maybe one letter or a number of letters and some design detail. Those are actually selling okay. You know, you could probably get maybe $2 or $3 for the coin. Now, whether it's worth it to list it on eBay or something, you know, remains to be seen. Yeah, Scott's the man when it comes to tokens. Yeah, he's got quite the extensive collection. Althea, yeah, don't be in such a rush to get rid of them. They're worth more than silver. Okay, even common dates, I sell for 30, 40 bucks pretty regularly, and I'm not a dealer, so I usually sell them locally. I have a couple collectors in the area that do silver dollars. So yeah, don't get rid of them for 15 bucks a piece because you're gonna get ripped off. I will tell you that right now. If they're BU, yeah. Carlos, yeah, you want to go ahead and shoot me an email? Have you done that on your 92 Lincoln set? BlueRidgeSilverHound at Gmail. Mr. Roboto, how's the market there in Japan for Japanese coins? Is it anything like Chinese? I know Chinese coins are like ridiculously popular. Yeah, people are shady. Especially dealers will pay you next to nothing because they need to make money to pay for the overhead and rent of their property. So yeah, they're not giving you jack for them. Roadrunner, there is no difference. That they made about an equal amount of small and large mint mark 41s. Yeah, there's now if it's the nickel, that's a different story. The 1941 large S is actually pretty valuable. You know, you could get a nice circulated example that shows a large S and sell it for like $5-10. It's even a cherry picker's guide variety too. Chris, it was a while. It was during the 90s, and it didn't take me long at all because my dad was collecting with me, so he helped me along. And I don't recall what it was. If I had to guess, it was probably, oh man, I think it was like one of the 1936 double dies, like the die number 2 was one of my first ones. That was fun. I even found a 72 double die, and we were living back east at the time, so they were easier to find. John, you're right. Yeah, the Mexican coins are outrageous right now. That's why I'm not touching them. I'm not even touching the Libertads because they actually, some places sell them for higher than Silver Eagles. Robert Wukic, yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah, my dad was in the Navy, so I heard about that all the time. Crypto 6 foot, if you're talking about super chat, it's just something that I don't like taking money from people. That's why I put the extra ads on my videos. So that's why I've been doing the 10-minute videos, so that way I could throw in like an extra ad in there. Usually for a lot of people that suffices, but I don't do Patreon. I don't do super chat because I don't want to take money from you guys. All right, that's just how I operate. I appreciate it, crypto. Thank you. William Valentine, if you have a new discovery of a double die or something of that nature, reach out to John Wexler. If you go to his website, doubleddie.com, his contact information is on there, like his email, his mailing address, and he'll attribute your coins for you and get it added to the database. Scott Hall, no, not the date, just the mint mark. There's a small and large mint mark variety, and the U.S. Mint made approximately a 50-50 split of them. One is not worth more than the other, not that I'm aware of. It's almost like this 1974 Lincoln cents. They made small dates and large dates, and they're all like the same. John Starr has a 10, 20, and 30 loop magnifier. Woo! We left the East Coast because my dad was retiring and he wanted to retire to Nevada. So that's why we moved. And I was still in the middle of high school. I didn't want to leave. I actually loved it where I lived in Maryland. So they wanted to move out here at the advice of one of my aunts that lives out in California. So they moved and we came with them. It was not a favorable move. I liked where I lived at. And 2242, you are correct. There is a large and small mint mark variety in the 28 Standing Liberty quarters. Oh, and the Lincoln cents. The large mint mark is the tougher variety. D-Dub, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. This guy's been winning all my stuff. Des Cartez, you're welcome. You're welcome, Roadrunner. Oh, Scott, I do what I can. Hey, that's why I opted for the interactive Q&As, so that way, we could all learn together. Oh yeah, Ryan, where do you live out there? Or do you still live out there, or did you move away from Maryland? I hear there's a lot more people out there. Juan Gonzalez, how you doing, man? Any relation to the baseball player? Oh yeah, Mr. Roboto, it was way dry. I was having issues. I have allergies, and there were a couple people on a few videos that actually I dealt with today that said, "Oh, why don't you take Afrin before your videos? You talk too much." I'm like, I have to pace myself because this is me. This is hereditary. I got this from my parents. You know, if I was 300 pounds or 180, I still have it. I was thinner, at one point not too long ago, and yeah, I still have this nasally, stupid voice. It's not my favorite. Although I've been told I have a great radio voice. Yeah, you're welcome. I have a huge giveaway in store for April 15th for you guys that are paying taxes or not. Yeah. So we're going to do a launch video this weekend on that big giveaway. I'll give you guys a hint. It's going to involve silver and gold. So, Don Enforcer, thank you, brother. Rasta Shatas, thank you from Ecuador. Thank you for joining me on this fine evening, or is it morning there where you're at? Scott, yeah, that's correct. It could be a vice job if the lettering's backwards and it's in cuse, it's pressed into the devices, then yeah, more likely it's a press job. I'm famous for my voice. Ugh, I don't know. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing, sir? Tim, do you want more snow? We got so much snow out here. I'm right next door to the Sierra Nevada, and they have over 100 inches of fresh snowpack. And it's supposed to rain and snow again tomorrow. So yeah, if you want some, I'll send them to you. Although I can't guarantee it'll melt before summer. I don't know if yeah, I know. Who's that guy on ESPN? The guy with the big face like mine? He does like the morning show. He was on Mike and Mike. Who's the other Mike? Adrian, no more snow in Michigan? Come on, you guys had one of those Indian summers, didn't you? Hey, Jimmy Mack, it's not going to be an SMS. They didn't do special mid sets in 62. That was in 65 and up to 60, 67. So it's only 3 years. Esvin, it really depends on the grade on your 1909. On the low end, they're like $5-10, like in very fine condition. So that's a good coin. It sells all day long. People love that first year Lincoln. Ryan Fobel. I actually don't use a USB microscope. I actually use, let me see if I have it somewhere around here. It's a clip-on, like a clip-on tie. It clips onto the lens of my smartphone. And I could get in really close and clear on all of my coins. It's called a phone scope, and I bought it on Coin World's website. It was $20, but that was like 3-4 years ago. I don't know if they still have it for sale. Oh, Mike Golick. Yeah, that's him. I like him. I have a voice similar to his, kind of that deep, smoky. Well, not like that. I do more Halloween stuff in case you haven't figured it out. Crypto, that's a slippery slope buying from eBay. Not traditionally. I like going to the shows and seeing the coins and touching the coins in person. If I do buy online, I'll do like Broken CC, Read It Edge. I'll buy from Great Collections, Heritage, the trusted sites because, they back all of their product that they sell. Hey, Louie. Robert Dissel, Gregarious, Anonymous Shameful. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, thanks, Angie. Yay. Oh, yeah, Roadrunner. Yeah, there's a double die 1 and 2 on the 1909. I think double die number 1 is the most expensive one. They sell for a good deal of money. You'll see it on Liberty. It's got some radical looking doubling on there. Dwayne, 73D. Is that a Kennedy half dollar or what do you have? What coin is it? PB, I do not. I used to. I did that 4 years ago when I was like in the middle of YouTube YouTube. I did a few of those and got burned. I got burned so bad. So I don't do consignments for people anymore. Deep Smoky Silverhound. Yeah. Yeah, I don't smoke either. I'm smoking. Hey, Dodger, let me know how it goes. Are you going? Patrick, I have not. A 71S double die? Did you find something like that? Yeah, there's a few. If you go on coppercoins.com, there's actually a few listings. They're minor double dies, but Chuck Daughtry does a great job updating that site with all the newest stuff. He updates it every week. I talk to him a few times a month. He's on Facebook. Pretty cool dude. Oh, Corrigan, 2002. Yeah, I can't think about it. My head will hurt. That just means I'm getting old way too fast. Juan, yes. Do you have my email? BlueRidgeSilverHound@gmail.com. Yeah, go ahead and send me a few photos. Dan, your 1983 Lincoln? Wow, that's kind of underweight, right? 2 grams, considering that they're 2.5 grams standard. Sounds like it might be just a thinner planchet, because if you're missing some devices on there, if the planchet's thinner, it's not going to get all the pressure it needs off the strike from the dies. Hey, there's my wifey. Hello. My big time supporter. Hey, Mike R., I'm going through emails tonight, buddy. I have a whole lot of catching up to do. So yes, I will get to yours. You will see some sort of response tonight. Cool. Yeah, Dodger, let me know how it goes. I like to hear about the local regional type reports. Yeah, you guys did get Bryce Harper, huh? I think he's trying to lobby to get Mike Trout for next year. How insane of a tandem would that be? Now, here's a story. So you have him for 13 years, right? It's like 300 and some odd $million. That's a lot of money. He's got to stay healthy. He'll go on these tremendous tears when he was in Washington. And then somehow, some way, like either halfway through the season or 3/4 of the way, he gets some weird, wicked injury. So he needs to condition a little bit better. Hey, Harm. Yes, wifey. I did tell them. I told them a little snippet of the great news on that big giveaway for April. Hey, Dwayne, did you go on coppercoins.com to verify your 73 double die. Hey, Sheila, keep two hands on that steering wheel. I don't want to hear any shenanigans about you driving off the freeway on my account. I'll say, I don't know her. I don't. Google Hangout. I've done the YouTube. Well, that is Google Hangout, right? Because I do the screencast, but that's all I use it for. I don't use it for anything else, for especially invites. Well, cowgirl, normal weight of a $50. That's a great question. Let me see here. Clad, right? Clad or silver. All right, so for the 40% silver, it's 11.5 grams. For the clad, which is a 71 and up, it's 11.34 grams. So it's slightly lighter in weight. The 90% silver, which is a 1964, is 0.36169 ounces of pure silver. But it's probably the same weight as the 40% or close to it. Yeah, I have a whole stack of reference material for you guys here, just for talking. Hey, Mike Steele. If the mid mark is an S, then it's a proof. If not, then someone probably polished it. And, you know, if you guys wanted to experiment, just take a regular clad coin and take like a kitchen towel and sit there and rub it. It actually turns into a high polish. That's without adding any sort of chemicals to it. So it's really easy to get a high gloss polish finish on there. Mantic Coins, how you doing? Jonathan Smelko. Always a pleasure. Coin Junkie. Oh, you're welcome, cowgirl. Anytime. John Miller. That is kind of a unique coin. It's German, right? Yeah, it's German. That's unique, especially if it's a double die. Off the top of my head, and usually I have a number of different contacts, I cannot for the life of me think of a specialist in that arena of coin, like foreign varieties. Corrigan, Canadian coins is super collectible right now. In Canada, it's as collectible to the folks there as US is here to us. It's insane. So many different variants, varieties, even the old coins. It's like the Victoria and pre-Victoria and during that age, very collectible right now. People are paying lots of money for those coins, especially in high grade. 26S, yes. Between that and there's a couple teens dates that are particularly tough. The 1913 S Type 2 is a tough one as well. Zenite, I'm not sure. Me personally, I'm not a huge influencer. You know, I'm not like, you know, who's the guy that specializes in stocks and stuff that as soon as he says something, it just like sets the whole stock market on fire. What was his name? The old guy? Yeah, 13S Type 2 is a semi key. I've had a few of those. I actually pulled them out of just random lots. It's crazy. Sold for like 50, 60 bucks. D-Dub on a Indian head scent. Try acetone, because if it's all bready brown, it's not going to affect it, and see what it does. Okay, if it's something like paint or like a clear coat or a varnish of some sort, it'll get rid of that. So try that out. And it'll even soften up like gummy material. But do not scrub it with anything, because you don't want to damage it. Alan Greenspan. Is that him? Oh yeah, John Starr. Yeah, Trout does live in Jersey, doesn't he? Like in the off season. Warren Buffett. That's him. Thanks, Steven. Oh, Corrigan, but you do know it is a type 2. Yeah, no scrubbing. Nope. Warren Buffett, billionaire. Yeah, there's a reason why he's a billionaire. Because he does all of his own research. And everybody else falls for it. Corrigan, they're worth less money because they don't have the original patina. Okay, now back in the 50s and 60s, nobody cared about cleaned coins. You know, they'll buy and pay the full catalog value of them that's written in paper, because they didn't have the internet back then. Today, people covet originality, whether it's like the original patina, toning. I mean, you guys saw that Morgan dollar that I showed you guys a while back, and I paid a stupid amount of money for that coin, where ordinarily it was worth probably 25% of what I paid. So toning is huge. Wade, dip it in distilled water, not any other type of water. You can even heat up the distilled water if you need to soften something up, but distilled water won't leave spots. Don't use faucet tap water. Don't use anything else. Drinking water, that's a big no-no. Yeah, that's right, Ant. Yeah, Michigan, I mean, if they're too far gone to begin with, then it's okay with that. Personally, if soap were to come into the equation, fragrance-free, I think, was it Target sells what they call 7th generation brand. It's a little bit pricier, but it has no fragrance, no nothing in it, and it's not going to make your coin smell or tone it. Worst comes to worst, but BU collectible coins do not use soap of any kind. Yeah, pure acetone, hardware grade only. Do not get like fingernail polish, because that has fragrance and that'll give your coin a weird tone. It'll be bad news bear. Oh, that stinks, Dodger. Yeah, cigarette smoke, that does do a number on coins. I've seen it. Coin junkie, it's only going to be a matter of time. Right now, it's too expensive to produce. So if the government believes that it's way too expensive, they're going to pass it through legislature and just kill it, just like Canada. Canada's doing good without the penny. Scott Hall, you are correct about the silver certificate. W. Thompson, you got something probably with just some toning on there. Which, you know, with Lincoln Cents, it's really easy, because copper, whether it's the zinc copper or the pre-1983 bronze, are very reactive to environmental stuff like heat, moisture, so it's pretty easy to tone. Hey, Dawn Enforcer, let me know how it goes. Yeah, if you're going to do an acetone rinse, do a distilled water rinse right after that. Okay? You don't want the acetone to just dry on the coin, especially when it comes to copper, because acetone will tone copper. Corey, I'm not sure. I know they were tinkering around with aluminum route, but it's no cheaper than doing the zinc stuff. I'm not a fan of zinc. I'm not a fan of the shield sense. I'm already kind of tired of them. John, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, but buyers generally stay away from those type of coins unless it's like a super rarity, like an early classic federal age, you know, type coin, like a Drake bust or a flowing hair coin. People will just buy, you know, anything. The thing could be like split in half, and you know they'll still buy it. David Ramos, I have one for say. If you look at any one of my videos, okay, I have Amazon links below. Okay, there I have one USB microscope that's tried and true that I do own. I do own one of those, and it takes great photos, and it's not going to break the bank. Oh, you're welcome, D-Dub. Yep, use gloves. Especially with the hardware grade acetone, that's important to use gloves there, because if you're allergic at all or sensitive, then it's going to tingle your fingers. Larry Murphy, you said Philadelphia. Those, believe it or not, you could probably, if it's one $10 roll, you could probably make double or even triple your money off of that one roll. People love bicentennials, even though they're so plentiful and common. Or if you're interested, I'll buy it from you. I don't have any BU rolls of the Philadelphia bicentennial quarters, so if you're interested, I'll buy it from you. Oh, Louis, that's cool. It's got a little die clash on there, or counter clash. Oh, that would be neat to see. You're welcome, David. Coin junkie, I used to. I used to hoard copper pennies, and I was actually buying them off eBay in bulk, like at $50 lots, and I ended up just giving them all back. As soon as the price of copper dropped down to where they were worth less than like 0.175 cents a piece, then I was like, I don't know. Shaw Brooks, yeah, they're worth something. 1907 Indian head. Traditionally, I've seen mint state brown. Okay, that's where it's not red. It's still mint state, but it's a brown patina. Those typically sell between like 25 and 40 bucks. It really depends on, you know, the strength of the strike on there. Anonymous Shameful, the Mercury Dime book, are they all black, or do you have some that has nice toning in there? Good friends with Carson Wentz? Yeah, I can imagine. My buddy is good friends with Jared Goff's dad. They've known each other for years. I think we were going to do an interview for his channel, Leroy's Leisures. I haven't been too engaging on there this past week because of other things going on, but yeah, that one's in the books. That one's cooking. Oh man, yeah, the old guys that own their LCSs, those guys. Yeah, and sometimes you cannot change your mind on anything. Oh, you like that? Canadian King coins? You know that. You probably know all of the trial strikes. There's a bunch of them. See this book right here? I have this book. Whoops. Hey, got a close up of my ceiling, huh? So I have this, plus I also have the other Canadian book that's from an actual Canadian author that has I was looking through it the other day and saw a ton of different trial strikes. I'm like, I had no idea you guys had that many. Jonathan Smelko, no, I haven't. As a matter of fact, I'm lining up an interview with the owner of Northern Nevada Coin. He was at the Baltimore Whitman show last week, so I'm trying to reach out to him this week, Monday. Yeah, great job, Smitty. Awesome. Congrats. Yeah, it's a matter of when, not if, they decide to enact a melting lift on copper pennies. It's going to happen, one way or the other. I don't know what kind of economic forces it's going to take to enact that, but I don't know. We'll see. Shaw Brooks. It's kind of a broad question. I mean, do you want to know what the most popular selling coins are right now? Because some of those, what I call roaring 20s coins, like Buffalo Nickels, Merc Dimes, Walking Liberties, and Standing Liberties, are on fire right now. Morgan Dollars is always a good seller. And people like the Civil War dated material, any of the seeded, like 1961 or 1861, 1865. The old Federal age of coins, which is capped bust material and draped bust, flowing hair, early copper. It's all over the map. Common sense. I do have some generic silver rounds and bars, like not by any measurable type. I even have some melted bars that people have given me. Buffalo nickel no date. Those aren't worth a whole lot. I have a ton of them. They typically go for about a quarter a piece. If you sold a bulk amount of them, you don't get much for them, maybe 10, 15 cents. But hey, good job on the Illinois commemorative. I found two early commems, and they're not that. I found a Stone Mountain and a Monroe Doctrine, I think. Yep, Silver Eagles all day long. 1828 cap bus. What's with the fade? Is it just like in poor shape? Yeah, so a John Starr, someone was offering me a whole mess of the Ocean in View and the Westward Journey nickels, like 40 rolls. I had an email. Augie, congrats, man. That is so awesome. Jeez. Yeah, here's my contribution. I got these today at the bank. 2 rolls of $50. I'm not exactly. I look at what you just did with the classic command, and I'm like, yeah, I can't beat that. We'll see. All right, Sheila, so long. Thank you for hanging out with me. Always a pleasure. 1906 nickel weighs 4.6 grams. That seems right. It seems like the right weight. Jim Sullivan. I haven't seen them dip yet. Especially some of those ridiculous Morgan dollars. Legend Morphe did an auction with a bunch of absolutely stunner rainbow Morgan dollars. I can't believe some of them reached almost 10 grand for like semi-common dates, like 1887s and 1880 O or S. Sorry. Yeah, it's insane what people will pay for color. All it takes is one cup of jewelry cleaner, and it's all over but the shouting. Oh, Michael, very cool. It'd be awesome if it had a cud and a doubled ear on there on that 84. Let me know how that auction goes. Steven, yeah, they do look cartoonish. I know they were trying to go for the retro 1920s, 30s look. It doesn't work for me. I would much rather them go back to the wheat ears design. Coin Junkie, what date is that that bank wrap wheat roll? Is it all BU? Hey, thanks, Donyon. Cheers, sir. Thank you. Yeah, the prices can get nuts. I check out all the auctions when new toners come on the scene. D-Dub, that's a tough one. If the green corrosion has actually began eating into the metal, that you can't do anything about it. Now you could stop the progression of it. There is actually a solution called I'll find out what it is, but one of the guys on one of my forums who's a copper coin specialist, who is also a chemist, actually came up with the solution, and it works wonders with getting rid of green corrosion and verdigris. Hey, Ida. Nope. Corrosion. Well, once it's progressing and it's eating through the coin, it's not reversible, unfortunately. Moose Socks, how you doing, man? Verticare, that's what it is. Yep. That stuff will stop the progression of corrosion and verdigris in its tracks. And it'll actually turn the green into a brown, so it looks like the color of the coin, sort of. JT Wiggins. I mean, there's no double die for that particular date. What you may have is some machine doubling, which is very common in the late 80s and early 90s Roosevelt dimes. If you want to, you could send me a picture to my email, BlueRidgeSilverHound@gmail.com. Let me take a look at it for you, bud. E-Carvers, that one sounds like it might be a vice job coin where they press two coins together. It's hard to say. If you want to, you could shoot me a picture to my email, BlueRidgeSilverHound@gmail.com. Hey, Mike. Yeah, Jim, you're absolutely right. Which it drives me nuts when I see late 90s Silver Eagles with ridiculous toning because it doesn't happen like overnight that people expect. And people pay $5, $6, $7,000 for such coins. I think it's dumb. That's horrible. You have a coin that's worth 30 bucks. Mike, that's easily like a $200-$300 coin in good condition. 22 plain. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I think my wife's home. She just rung the doorbell. Be right back. Yeah, you should be suspicious. If it's a coin that's not even like 20 years old and it's got toning as if it was sitting in a canvas bag for half a century, do not touch it. It's a bad idea. Even if it's graded straight through NGC or PCGS, they should know better. It's artificial. Thanks, Curtis. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. I'm about ready to jump off here. I'm already 65 minutes, so. D-Dub, my wife forgot the garage door opener. At least well, she allegedly left it in one of her coat pockets.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
You hear that?
Hi, guys.
Do you hear her in the background? Long day at work. Hey, thanks, Blossom. Yeah, you have a great weekend, too. King George is 6 pennies for 1 cent each. Is that pretty cheap, Anders? Hey, Damien. Hey, Damien, are you the guy that always says, oh man, missed another live stream, and now you made it. All I had to do was hang around for an hour and 5 minutes. I kid. I give everybody a tough time. Hey, Ralph. Allegedly. Yeah. Dodger, 2013 double die reverse South Dakota. Is it a real double die? Have you had it attributed, or I've never seen one in person. Jonathan, the courtesy autograph slab coins, which usually it's like the designer of the coin, they'll autograph the slab. Like you see a lot on modern commemoratives and Silver Eagles. I don't pay a premium for any of that stuff. Some people like them, you know, but I don't. Yeah, and you're buying the slab when you're buying the autograph, and then the coin is out the window. And the age-old adage is you buy the coin, not the slab. Corrigan, yes, I have. And they look pretty crude when you compare them side by side. The big giveaway is the seam on some of them and the print quality of the label. You can really tell. Hey, Augie, yeah. Hey, you missed out. I did have one. Actually, it's a double die obverse, or triple die obverse, 64D Kennedy. I also have the double die obverse, which is just a standard doubling. But they're easy to find. If you went and got like, like $10 face and 64 half dollars, there's probably one in there. Now, there are a few minor double dies on there, but... Jim Sullivan, I pinned a remark on that video a couple hours ago. I'm going to do a recap of a side-by-side comparison of that feeder finger error. The crowd got ugly on that page. I read all the comments. People were cussing and calling me names and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's ridiculous. I forgot one thing, and then you guys are throwing stones at me. So, John Starr, it was a Philly. Anonymous, are you storing it in your garage? Do you have a warehouse? James, the 44p, it's not a whole lot. The BU one, right? The one that's a little bit red. I mean, that's probably like a 25-cent coin as it is. Thanasis. Okay, so I have a video on the topic, and I'll have to dig it up out of the 900 videos. But there are other videos that people have done. CoinOp, I think, did one video showing an explanation between a double die and an RPM. So let's start with the RPM because that's the most easily understood. An RPM is called a repunch mint mark. So back before 1996, mint employees used to take this long, thin steel punch and they would punch in the mint mark on every die. All right, so sometimes they'll have to punch it a couple of times. So when they're not centered on the original punch they did the first time around, then they're a little bit off center, then you'll get like a double impression of that mint mark. That's a repunch mint mark. Seeing as how the mint marks are designed as part of the master die, they're actually created as one design, you don't get RPMs anymore. double die basically affects the whole coin. So I hope that helps. Double die affects more devices on a coin, more design features. And it's just as its name implies, it's a doubled die, which means the die was almost like prepared twice and they accidentally, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's all over YouTube and Google. And thank you. Yep. Error reference, REF. Coin Junkie, I've seen it before. You know, machine doubling is just the act of the coin as the strike is finishing. There's a little bit of die hop. Okay, so that's going to create like a false shelf-like doubling feature, and it also affects mint marks. Yeah, I see them quite frequently in the 60s and 70s, like you would not believe. I don't get excited about them anymore, but apparently machine double coins sell for a good deal of money. People want samples of like the strongest machine double coins.
Sorry.
Carlos, what you have sounds like to be a strike through, like it struck through grease. And that will usually eliminate some of the like letters and the motto and liberty and stuff like that. Yeah, it takes a while. Takes a while, Jim. Thanks, Scott. You stuck around for the whole hour and 10 minutes. You're a stud. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining in. I think it's time for me to cut it off here. We're at 72 minutes.
And wife is cooking dinner.
Wife's cooking dinner. So some of you on the East Coast are getting ready for your sponge bath and shower.
Sponge bath.
Sponge bath. Yeah. Epsom salt rub. You're welcome, Jonathan. You guys have a wonderful evening. Yeah. The next live stream for Q&A is going to be the following Friday. So it's the first and third Friday of every month. I don't do it every week because it would drive people nuts. They're like, I want to go out and have a beer on my Friday night, not listen to Blue Ridge spout off about this and that. You're welcome, Augie. No teardrop on 4, Jesse? Yeah, 64. Anything silver, if you get a fingerprint on it, it'll actually tone and show a fingerprint. Hey, thanks, D-Dub. Absolutely. William Valentine, appreciate it. Ida. Keeping it real, you're unsubscribing? What did I do, man? Is it my breath? Perez. Hey, man, Perez, I'm jumping off for the evening. I've been off for an hour and 15 minutes. You're welcome, Thanasis. Jesse. Oh, an SMS? Yeah, right. Ralph, yeah, thank you. Everyone, have a phenomenal weekend. Get some 2019 nickels and throw them on eBay. So someone on that video I did, the previous video earlier today, oh yeah, I have a full box of 2019 nickels. Sell them, dude. Make a couple $100 right now. Yeah, you guys join me in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, I'm gonna do another live stream. Yeah, I know. My stomach's growling, Mike. All right, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Go to the bank, try and find some 2019 nickels. Let me know how that sale goes. Ramon, sorry, brother. You're usually one of the first ones here. Orville, D-Dub. Oh, you hear the frying pan? Yeah.
Wonton tacos.
Yeah, she's like, wonton tacos. Wild Bill. Yeah, catch me in 2 weeks, brother. Every first and third Friday of every month. Q&A, coin talk, shenanigans. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you on the down low or something like that. Ed, shoot me an email, BlueRidgeSilverHound@gmail. Let's talk. Or check me out in 2 weeks. The following Friday, I'll have another Q&A. Oh, you got it, Smitty. Thank you, sir. Good night, everyone. Smell you later. Later. Ralph, see ya. AZ metal detector, I'm just jumping off, brother. Where have you been all night? You been out drinking again? No, I'm just kidding. All right, you guys take care. All right.